Hello, Psycho backers! It's time for another update on the excellent sequel, Psychonauts 2. We've got a sneak peek at some new art tests to show you, and prototypes for Raz's motion and psi powers, and we'll get to that later in the video. But first, we've got some exciting news to share with you. As you know, Fig, the crowdfunding platform on which we launched our campaign, let people back Psychonauts 2, but also let them, for the first time ever, invest in stock for the game and share in its profits. Fig took reservations from many of you during the campaign, and we just received word that Fig has completed the approval process with the SEC and been given the green light to collect the investment money so many of you graciously promised during our campaign. If you made a reservation through Fig back in January, you should have already received an email from them providing instructions on how to complete your investment. If you didn't see the email, or if you didn't back during the campaign but want to now, don't panic. Just go to the address listed below and follow the instructions. This investment round is still open, so it's not too late to join. Every dollar received goes to making a better Psychonauts 2, so please tell a friend and help spread the word. Thank you for taking part in this historic investment event, and on behalf of the entire team at Double Fine, thank you for giving us the chance to go back to this world that we love and make Psychonauts 2 a reality. We're having a blast here, continuing the story of Raz and his friends and family and fellow Psychonauts, and we can't wait to share it with you. So let's take a look at what the team's been working on so far. Okay, we're here with Zach McClendon, who you met in our last update, and it was great, and you should watch it if you haven't watched it so far. But now we're doing a new update where Zach is going to show you a little bit of what we've been working on. And Zach and I have been working together on the design for the game. We've been talking a lot about the story and all the details of it, and some ideas, a whole bunch of ideas between you and me, and also with the team about possible brains for the game.
Lots of brains.
We have lots of brains.
Lots of brains.
And that's been going really, really well. It's exciting twists and turns in the stories, and feel really good about that part. And we've also been doing some stuff on screen, which I was hoping you could show everybody.
All right,
Zach.
cool. So we talked about last time we started working with the Molasses Flood for early prototyping. Prototype some new gameplay and some new powers, and then also start seeing what Psychonauts would look like on current generation hardware using Unreal 4. And the way that we decided to do that was by doing kind of a reimagining of the camp from the first game. So take something that had already kind of been art directed and figured out from a design perspective and rebuild it using modern technology and see how that might look. So that's what we're going to take a look at right now. We did this just as a test, so we aren't actually planning on using this for the game. We don't plan on going back to Whispering Rock right now.
None of this is going to be ever seen by anyone except for right here.
Yes.
We built it to burn it.
Yes. But we did learn a lot of stuff. So, but you can also see early version. This is Raz moving around. We've got his basic ground movement in. He's got a cool little walk and creep. We've got the double jump in. We've got the ball motion in there. And we've also got this beautiful, beautiful rendition of the kids' camp.
Spoilers, the art test came out looking really pretty.
Came out looking very, very
amazing.
nice.
We're just starting to put together all of Raz's moves, because he's got a million of them. He can do a million things.
Yes, it's a big, big move set, and one of the things that was important for me from the design was to get a lot of that basic stuff in before we started prototyping new things. You can go and prototype a lot of crazy new gameplay, but if you don't know how it fits into the game that you're already making a sequel to, it can be tough to judge whether or not it's the right thing. So it was important for me and for the team to get the basics working well, and we spent a lot of time making just the core like ground movement feel good, the jumping and the double jump, and to also get the metrics in so that we understand like how long is a jump, how long is a double jump, how far can you glide, so that when we do start building levels, we're building them correctly and don't have to rebuild them again and again. Yeah, and we also have our sweet Raz model, who's got some nice facial animation. He looks very determined in his run now.
Wait, Duke, you should do the ball idle. I like it because it's both acrobatic and kind of zen.
If I go up and show you the glide, which we may not actually keep this version, he's got this sort of fun.
We might not keep any of this stuff.
Yeah. He's got like this little balloon glide now, and it's multiple.
Maybe.
I don't know. I like it. We'll see. And then also just the detail of the world. You can see this nice foliage that Molasses Flood did, all the little wildflowers, and just the density of the world. And for a platformer, it's really important to be able to read the world and understand where you can go and where you can't go and where you can explore. And so starting to explore how we lay out levels so that you understand where the points of interest are and where you can go and where there might be secrets hidden, but also have the level of kind of like fine-grained, lush density that people expect from a current gen game.
Beautiful. Nice. That's pretty good. That's all right. Beautiful. I'm rating each one.
Oh, okay. We did start with the assets from the original game, and they've been sort of completely remade. They weren't, like painted over. They were actually remade from scratch. So there's still a few of the old ones. This outhouse is old. This tree stump is still old. And if you go over here, this is the old background assets.
That's the old skybox?
Yeah,
I mean, not skybox, but like
that's the old mountains.
Far geometry?
Yeah, it's the old far geometry. And you can see, if you go all the way over here, you can see the old low poly version. You may not remember it, but this is what Psychonauts 1 actually looked like originally.
I
the original game.
The bacon around the lunch. I remember there was a door on that, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as you remember, actually. Man. So it was a big change from that to this. So
cool. All right, let's check out Action Land.
All right. So the other thing we've been working on is, in addition to just getting all the core gameplay up and running, is new moves, new powers, and also the rest of the moves that aren't quite ready for prime time. So we can take a look at some of those in Action Land here. Like we've got the trapeze that is not ready for prime time.
I like how you grabbed it reverse style.
Yeah, it's a special trick. So like this is in progress, as you can see. But we've got like the ledges, and you can see this is kind of like the thing that we use to figure out what all the distances are and check to make sure that they're still working. So double to foot land, so a double jump to a foot landing should be 290 meters, whereas a double jump to
290 meters.
No, sorry, Unreal
Fun
units.
units.
Unreal units. Poles are in.
Monkey climbing.
And he now does this at the top.
What? That's amazing. I haven't even seen that. That one in since last time I checked it out.
Whoosh.
Yeah, he does that the hard way.
And down the rail.
Bonk.
Boing. Woo.
How about tight ropes? Can you show me tight ropes?
I'll show you tight ropes right now. Yep, there we go. Go back and forth. You can drop down, swing
Do the hand
around.
over hand.
What? Hand over hand?
Yep. I like that.
So we've got the old favorite, telekinesis.
Which is totally new.
Which is totally new. You now can move around while you're holding things. You can throw stuff. You can grab it again. All the rest of that. We have Psy Blast. Early version of Psy Blast in.
Like a Psy shotgun?
Like a Psy shotgun.
A sniper?
No, something more cool and circusy, like...
oh, look at that. Psy knives.
Yes. So
they could be knives or they could be pins.
It could be chainsaws, giving Raz the ability to clone himself.
Not really clone himself, but send a psychic projection.
It would be a psychic projection.
Confuse people about where he is.
Of Raz's personality. But it opens up a lot of cool gameplay possibilities with kind of solving puzzles, sending one ahead of you, using them for combat, distracting enemies with them. We also have started doing some initial AI work and initial combat work. So we've got a basic sensor up and running. But we do have basic combat in.
And his glasses fall off.
Yes. And
now you can TK his glasses and stab him in the eye. Like in Godfather 3.
Psy Blast. Got Raz's
you guys tumbling
dodges and tumbles. So combat is probably earlier than a lot of other things right now, just because the way that we're constructing the game, we're first going to come up with a whole bunch of cool new powers for Raz, and then design the enemies about making interesting challenges for all of those powers. So we're waiting until the powers get a little further along before we do substantial work on the combat and AI, which is why we've just got these jerks kind of running around like this right now. The other
sneak up. Oh, big group attack.
Big group of Razes. There we go. And then they roll on out of there. Woohoo! Let's get out of here. There we go.
That's cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Zach.
Thank you very much.
You're making excellent progress.
And we will have more excitement stuff to show soon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
That's cool.
Cool.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Where's that?
Back to work. Hit it.
All right.